Do you actually need it? No, seriously. Do you need to be productive? I mean, sure, you clicked on this video, but I never said I was going to tell you how to be productive. I just said that everything is a lie. Or did I? I don't even know if I'm in frame there. The title and the thumbnail of this video is going to be something along the lines of productivity being a hoax, which it is. So if I know what a hoax or a lie is, I'm supposed to also know what the truth is, right? So let me ask you, how do you become productive? How do you stay productive? And how do you make it fun? The short answer is you don't. That's it. You don't. The long answer is it's a long repetitive process. Did you think I was going to give you a short easy guide on how to do it? Nah, I'm not here for convenience. I'm here for results. There are two factors that are going to determine if you're going to be or keep being productive or not. Your external situation and your internal situation. First, the outside, also known as the environment. Wherever you're watching your video from, look around you. Did you take your cups away and put them back into the kitchen? Do you have crumbs on your desk from your last lunch? It's filthy. Go, clean it. Even though those feel like small, little, insignificant things, they matter. Keeping your space clean keeps your mind clear. Now, don't go deep cleaning your house every single day so you can stay productive, because that's not what it is about. Making sure that your space is uncluttered, and maybe that you make sure to open a window every now and then, you should be fine. Keeping it tidy will help you, trust me. An important part of your environment is your time. Yes, time is part of your environment or your external factors. Having a full schedule and coming home from work exhausted won't help you be productive. Look at all the things you do during the week, work, commute, other responsibilities, and ask yourself one singular question. Is there realistically any time left in the day for me to do anything else besides sleep, eat, and shower? And if your answer is yes, if I lose sleep or skip a meal, then the real answer is no. So let me tell you this. Before I got a car, I had to commute to work and back for 7 years straight for 4 hours a day. 4. 2 in the morning and another 2 in the evenings. I was exhausted every single day. I came home late at night after a 10, 12, 8 hour sleep shift. Of course, you don't feel productive, motivated, or inspired to do any of the things you want to do if you have to commute 4 hours to work. I'm not saying to buy a car, turn your life around, and find a way to have a shorter commute. Sometimes it's not a commute. Sometimes it's maybe responsibilities that you have. People have kids, people have loved ones that they have to take care of. So if during the week you do not have the time for yourself, for your side stuff, do it during the weekend. Compromise with yourself and choose to do it on the days that you do not work. Keep yourself accountable, people. We are slowly transitioning to the internal stuff now. Accountability, just like me, can go both ways. Some people will be a lot more motivated to do things if they have someone else pushing them, while others feel more motivated if they push themselves. If you're more externally motivated, get a friend, tell them, let's go for a run together. Let's make this schedule together where we go running every single day. Or ask them to keep you accountable with the things that you want to do, while you keep them accountable for the things that they want to do. Maybe you want to start learning how to paint while they want to start learning how to make a game. You ask them about the game every day while they ask you about your paintings every day. You give some and you get some. If you have no friends, just like me, I feel you, but are still externally motivated, get a pet. Get a cat or a dog. I'm serious. Get a dog, get a cat. And if you get a dog and while your goal is to be more active, that's just a way to solve it. Get a dog and you go 3 times a day with it walking. problem solved. Or if you wanna, let's say, learn how to draw, but you cannot find the inspiration or the motivation to do it, teach your cat or dog to bring you your brushes. Give them a treat every time they give you your brush. That way, every single time they want a treat, they're going to bring you your brush, your paintbrush. So, every single time you sit down on a couch to watch maybe a series or just relax, your little friend, your little pet friend, is going to bring you your paintbrush, and you're going to feel shit because you realize, oh, you could be painting instead of wasting your time on Netflix. You're welcome. This way your dog gets a treat while you get an incentive to get up. Work smart. For the people that wanna keep themselves accountable themselves, I got you, baby. This might look different from person to person, but the solution to this is literally to write to yourself a lot. For me, it started with a calendar. I had it on the wall, and I had everything that I wanted to achieve written on it, all the goals for that specific year. Let me tell you something, it didn't work. I would just ignore the calendar. I would walk by it every single day and just not acknowledge it. I had it stuck in January, like the month January, for a whole year because I didn't change it every single month like you're supposed to do it calendars. I just kind of looked at it disappointed for a whole fucking year. And of course, I hated myself for that. So this is when I realized that I work extremely well under the looming pressure of deadlines. Yes, having written somewhere that there's a deadline, like do this before that happens, it helped me. It might help you too. The way I go about it right now, it's I got a whiteboard, and on this whiteboard I write every single day what I have to do and how many days there are left in the year. Actually, let me bring it to you so you can see it. For me, it was this whiteboard. You're probably asking yourself, how is this working, and how did you get yourself to even stick to this process of using a whiteboard? What I do is I write every single day how many days there are left in the year. The day I'm filming this is 12th. How the fuck do you pronounce 12th? The 12th. Today is the 12th of September, which means there are 110 days left of the year. But this is how this works. This is a very cheap whiteboard. I bought it for like €3. What I do is I write every single day how many days there are left of the year and then what goals I have for today. I try to never have more than 3 goals a day because you cannot do everything in one single day. You cannot have a goal that's like finish an entire video in a single day. Film, edit, script, and script review and brainstorm ideas in a single day. That's not gonna happen. What I do is I write one singular, achievable thing I want to do that day. Today, I'm filming. As you can tell, I'm filming. Tomorrow, it's going to be, I think, editing maybe this video, depending on how much I film today. And how do I know what I want to do tomorrow or the day after that? Well, every single month, on the last day of the month, I take 2 hours of my time to review the month and to plan the month ahead. That means sit down with a cup of coffee or tea, and for 2 hours straight I decide what I'm going to do the following month after I reviewed what I did or did not do the month before. Is this going to work for you or for anybody else? I do not know. I cannot tell you. But what I can tell you is that this isn't something that happened today, yesterday, or in a week. It took me years to understand that for me, the best way to keep doing what I want to do is to have a fucking whiteboard that tells me what to do every single day with the looming presence of a deadline. As 110 days. Oh boy, you only have 110 days left. And if you don't do what you wanted to do, you don't achieve your goals and then you lose. That's how it goes. It's the same. You do the exact same thing. That's how to keep yourself accountable without anybody else. You make bets with yourself. You keep yourself, you annoy yourself, you talk to yourself, you write yourself. What are you doing? You write yourself letters in the future. I have around 5 or 6 letters to myself in the future that are like, oh, it's the year 2025 or the year 2020 something, the year 2030. You should be this old. What have you achieved until now? Are you still working for this or that company? Are you still doing this or that? It's very motivating to keep yourself proud of yourself. It's working for me. It might not work for you. So go for trial and error till you find a solution for you. Resting. You need to rest. I know a lot of people want to tell you that resting isn't worth your time, that it's a waste of time, well, when it really isn't. Productivity in the past few years became synonymous with grinding, pushing yourself, testing your limits, and making sacrifices. Which, in part, can be true, but resting is part of productivity. If you don't rest when needed, you're going to burn out, and you're going to end up spending even more time doing nothing than if you were resting. For example, let's say you spend 3 weeks of every waking moment of your time working, grinding, doing the same exact thing, trying to be productive. Then you get burned out and spend another 5 weeks doing absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not only did you end up spending 5 weeks doing nothing, so a longer time doing nothing than if you were just resting on the days you needed to rest, but you end up also feeling miserable and guilty and sorry for your miserable self because you didn't do that thing for 5 weeks. So rest. Rest when you need to. For me, it's Sundays. Don't do shit on Sundays. Not because it's some holiday, as people try to tell me, but because in Germany, Sundays are days for rest, where nothing is open. No supermarket is open. Nothing is open on Sundays. Nothing works on Sundays. And because it's a rest day, it also means it's a very, very silent day. People aren't like listening to music or moaning their loans or anything like that. They're just spending time with family at home, watching TV, you know, the usual. For me, I go on walks, I work on hobbies, stuff that actually makes me happy. I mean, sure, YouTube is a hobby and it makes me happy, but it can become pretty grindy at some point, which means I have to spend time not doing YouTube or game development, which is another thing that I do in my time that I try to make my job. So what I do is I tinker with my 3D printer, I paint miniatures because I love Warhammer, and let me tell you a secret, I even do nothing. Crazy, I know. I'll spend Sundays napping on my couch and watching YouTube and just eating cookies all day or baking cookies all day. Whatever I feel like doing that day, I just do it. And if I feel like doing something productive, as in maybe filming a video for my YouTube channel, sure, I'm gonna do that, but not because I have to, but because I feel like it. I just do whatever I feel like. And if I feel like doing nothing, then I do nothing, and that's exactly what you should do too. While on the topic of resting, we should also address health. Be it mental or physical health. A lot of people don't consider it. What people don't understand is that it's just as important as anything else when it comes to productivity and to yourself. If you do not feel well, if you feel sick, you take a break. Yes, of course, I hear you being like, oh, but I need to make sacrifices if I want to be productive. Oh, but I have to cut on things if I want to reach my goal. Yeah, that is very true. You are so right with that. But hear me out. If you are sick as fuck, you are not going to do shit. Your stuff is going to suck if you are sick. Let's say you have a shitty cold. If you're trying to record a video while you have a cold, it's going to sound disgusting. If you break your hand and you try to draw with your hand being broken and in a cast, you're not going to achieve no fucking drawing that day. Yes, you can and have to make sacrifices while trying to achieve goals in life. That is a given. But those sacrifices shouldn't be your health. It should be stuff like deciding not to go out with friends on a Sunday, Saturday or whatever, because you'd rather finish filming a video or working on your business. Sacrifices should be trying to save up money so you can buy that camera you really wanted to have for a long time. People should understand that health is not sacrificable, because if you are dead, you're not gonna reach your goal anyways. So what do you do when you're sick? You take a break and you do it tomorrow. You just do it tomorrow, and the only thing you have to watch out for is that you do not go into a I'll do it tomorrow loop. You try to stick to the thing after you get better, but take a break if needed. Be stubborn and proud. Being a stubborn little bitch helped me so fucking much in my life. I keep making bets with the miserable part of myself and I keep winning. And I think you should be doing the same. Make bets with yourself, with that miserable part of yourself that keeps telling you you're not good enough, that you're not doing the right things, that you're not important. Go to that little bitch and tell them, I bet, you know what? Let me show you, I'm gonna do it just the right way this time. And it doesn't even have to be big things. Sometimes you win the bet by just not giving up, by drinking one beer less that one specific night. Sometimes it's getting out of bed and brushing your teeth, while other times it's finishing a very big project that you've been working on for years. Whatever it is, you win the bet when you do that. Because when you do it, it feels so good. It's so nice and it's so cool, and you should be proud of yourself. And on the topic of being proud, be so proud of yourself. So proud. Learn how to pat yourself on the back. And I'm serious about this. Finished that assignment? Great, go take a nap. Be like, I did great, now I'm going to take a nap. You got up from the couch and you did the dishes? Great, you deserve a cookie. You finished that script for a video that you wanted to do in years? Yoo-hoo! There you go, champion. You are great and you are doing just alright. Be your biggest fan. Learn how to challenge yourself while praising the shit out of yourself. How is anyone else going to praise you if you do not praise yourself? Really? I'm not going to go into depth with this one, but I'd like to mention habits. There's a lot of videos out there on how to build habits, and some of them are really good. Building healthy habits is one of the most efficient ways in which you can keep going and keep doing what you want to do. Anyways, try building habits out of positive things, because once you build that habit and once you have it in your habit, it's going to be a lot easier to do it, because you don't use that much energy into getting yourself to do it. You already start doing it, so you use even less energy to do the things that you want to do. But building habits, getting your life together, and learning how to be actually productive, it's going to take a long, long time. And it's the type of process that it doesn't happen in a day or two. It's the type of thing that you have to keep working on and have to mindfully do. But believe me, it will be so worth it once you see all the things that you are capable of. It took me years to get here, and I'm still working on myself every single day. Depending on your situation, it might take you longer, shorter, or just as much as it took me. What is important is that you have patience and you persist. Alright, I talked too much in this video. I feel like I need to sit down. Well, I'm already sitting. Then lay down and sleep for a week. But hey, I finished recording this. Props to me. And props to you for sticking around till the end. Post a cookie in the comments to fit the algorithm, and yeah, go out and make cool things. Ember out.